Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
She always waits till I tell her like if I'm gonna say good morning or not, but it's afternoon. It's like 2 o'clock.
I'm an echo. Yes.
You just wait.
I wait a minute.
You just
and
follow
then-
me, right?
Yes, yes.
Follow the leader,
Yes,
right?
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
There. Well, it's a dreary day,
Yeah.
and
It's been raining.
but it's not too hot.
Well, now it is, and it was this morning. It was
Yeah,
really
it
humid.
was this morning.
And now that it rained, now it's cooled down. Right?
Minnesota for you.
Minnesota for you. So, yeah, so lots has been going on, huh?
Oh, a lot.
Oh.
A lot of stupid stuff. Stupid.
Stupid stuff, huh?
Stupid.
Like what? What's stupid about everything?
Oh, a lot of things I do.
Oh, Mom, stop.
Oh, well. I lost the creepy. I gave the
Oh,
creepy doll
that's
to-
what she's talking about. Okay, now that makes sense. I was
She
like, what
agrees
are you
with me
talking?
now.
Well,
It's kind of like the time I took Muff to the
Yeah.
but I thought they were going to find him a good home.
okay,
Her.
but you have to start at the beginning. So Muff, remember how much you wanted Muff? You wanted Muff, and you.
No, and I was doing it for a loving reason.
Why?
You kids never asked me.
What do you mean? You
Well,
never asked us what? You never asked us to get rid of her.
I wasn't getting rid of her. I thought I was getting her a good home. I didn't know what they did there. They
Oh.
do awful things there.
Okay,
They-
but here's
they
wait.
put
We
the-
gotta back up.
Okay.
Okay, Muff.
I had just gotten a full-time job,
Yeah,
and she would be there all alone.
but Muff was my ride or die. Muff slept on my bed with me.
I know, but it ended well.
Why? Who
Because
saved her?
Chris and you, did you? Chris, I know, was
You-
mad at me.
You were telling Al, because you told me, I'm like, where's Muff? And you're like, oh, she went to a farm and she gets to run all over. And
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
what I thought.
what? And we had Muff for years. I mean,
know,
years.
And
Okay.
she had heart trouble.
And she couldn't hear. She was deaf.
Yeah.
Okay. But wait.
I it was for loving reasons.
Okay,
I did
but
it.
did you
Yeah.
lie to us? Did you lie to me?
I may have stretched the truth.
Oh, is that what you call lying?
I don't lie.
You stretched the truth.
I stretched the truth.
So she told me Muff was going to a farm. Just like,
That's what I thought, though.
no, wait. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
And then I overhear you telling Al, oh, I took her to the Humane Society.
And I thought they would get her a good home, is what I thought.
Yeah, she was deaf. And so,
And me too.
and I'm bringing you to the Humane Society. And we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
Well, so
I
then
will never let
I
that
went and
live
locked
that
myself in my room and said, I wouldn't talk to you because I'm like, I cannot believe Muff was my ride or die. Muff was the only friend I had.
down. But you were grown. You were a big girl then.
Yeah, but I still like.
I know. I did it. I was really naughty. I should never have done that.
Okay,
But I did the
But
same
then-
thing with the creepy dolls today. Yesterday.
so with Muff, we'll just finish that story there.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, I wouldn't talk to her. So she went back to the Humane Society to get Muff back. And they were just about to euthanize Muff.
I didn't know they did all that. I thought they were good to animals. I didn't know they killed
And
them.
you think Joy looks so sweet. All of
I
you
know.
have them fooled. You have 'em
I've
fooled.
done some very stupid things in my
No.
life. I admit
No.
it.
But
And that was the first one. And the second one I just did yesterday.
yes, she did. And thank God for Tracy, right? It's a
I
Christmas
guess
miracle.
so. Tracy saved the day.
Well, and here's the thing. I wasn't even to come over yesterday, but something prompted me. I picked up some medication that was done, and then I was at the gym, and she's starting to move. So I got you some boxes. You had called to say you're going to order them on Amazon, and I'm like, I'm by Office Depot. I'll just pick them up because that's what we did last time. And so I got them, and again, I wasn't going to stop, but I'm like, oh, I'm right here. So I swung in, okay, and so since Jessie was little, so you've had these, and
Oh, a long time.
I coined them the creepy dolls because they creep me out.
I think I
I'm
got them
gonna show you
before
one.
she was born, even. Maybe not, but close to
But
it.
she used to play teacher with them.
Yes.
They used to be her students. And what are they called? Caged?
Cage dolls. Actually, they're old.
Cage dolls.
Yeah. I mean, they're old-fashioned, and at that time, I don't think they make them
crooked.
anymore. But they were. We'll show you one. That's the way they made dolls years ago.
Tell me these are
And,
creepy. Why would you make a doll like this? You can't even play with this doll.
No, you just have to
So,
look at her.
have you
She's
ever
sweetie.
seen anything? And I looked them up, and I guess they started in France. They're like French.
Oh, they were really years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought these. They were expensive, and
Look
I
at her.
love them. I have 5 of them, 4 of them.
Yeah, and they're all creepy.
And what she calls them, my creepy dolls.
Because every time I go in, it's like they're just looking at you.
Yeah.
It's not like her hand is on backwards. Oh no,
Oh,
her
did
hand's
I
on.
glue it on
Nope,
backwards?
Nope, she's right. I just was looking in the camera.
Okay. But anyway, and then I have different sizes. I have an angel. She's an angel.
That she
has.
smushed her wings yesterday.
Oh, well, now you can tell them. Well,
She wanted me
Jessie
to tell
came
you
over
this story.
yesterday.
No, so Jessie and Bailey came over Friday night, and we all went out and had dinner.
And I thought they didn't want them.
I told you they wanted them.
I
That
didn't
was like I
hear
said.
you.
Jessie wants the creepy dolls, and I've said that like the past 2 weeks because I asked Jessie. I go, "Do you want the creepy dolls?" I go, "Because otherwise, grandmas get rid of them." And she goes, "Yes, I want the creepy dolls."
I thought she said she didn't want them.
So anyway,
And then she changed her mind, I think.
no,
No? Okay.
she always said she did.
We usually get along really
Well,
well.
it's not like we're not getting along.
I know it.
Just telling you. But
Ah.
anyway, so besides the point, so they were over on Friday night and they were kind of looking like, what they want. They live in an apartment too, so it's not like they can take a lot.
Yeah.
But they were just over saying, actually, Jessie found some things, like the drawers that she wants to bring to her school,
Yeah.
that they can put stuff in. Anyway, but,
And,
Yep.
and the balance toys. She
Yep.
took those, yeah.
and then, they were so excited about the vacuum cleaners.
Oh, were they really?
Oh,
I didn't
Bailey's right
know.
away. She goes, "You want those vacuum cleaners?" And Joy has somebody who comes in to vacuum. I would do it, but you want to pay her because you like for her to make money, right?
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes,
I would
yes,
do it.
She needs it, yeah.
But anyway, so they were here. And they're like, "Okay, well, don't get rid of anything." That's what they said. "Don't get rid of anything until we come back." Because they really weren't prepared. Jessie came from school, Bailey came from work. So, they weren't prepared to like really start bringing stuff, but they brought the vacuums in. Anyway, so it's the next day, it's Saturday. Today's Sunday.
It was yesterday. It seems like a million years ago.
Seems like yesterday.
Seems like
So I come over, it was about like, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the afternoon yesterday. And because I had gotten the boxes, so I brought all those up, the
Yeah.
tape. I started taping boxes for her so she can start like putting stuff in it. And I don't even know how we got on the subject. Like
I don't either.
So I'm taping the boxes, folding them and stuff. And then just out of the blue, you go, "Yeah, I threw the creepy dolls away this morning."
I put them in plastic bags.
I'm like, "Excuse me?" And I said, "Jessie, what?" And I can't even imagine, because here's the thing. They're creepy. Like, I'm like, do you not know they're all down there right now saying, "That's stupid."
Probably like a Disney movie. They were talking to each other in the dumpster.
Well, and I said, and here's the thing she did. She put them in like white plastic bags.
Yeah.
And one, she had like 3 of them on there.
Well,
like,
they didn't get, they didn't get dirty or
I'm going to
anything.
show you the rest of them. So keep
Oh, they're
talking.
all different sizes. The angel is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, she's your favorite. You threw her away and bent her wings.
But the thing is, they'll have to know why when I moved, I had my son-in-law, I said, "You can move the creepy dolls, but be sure you're very gentle with them." And instead, he told everybody to hurry, and every single one of them was broken. the angel's head came off. I glued
You
them
didn't
all
even
together.
know that her head. But anyway, so here's another one. Tell me they're not creepy, okay? They're like
They're
Victorian.
beautiful.
See how
They're
big?
beautiful.
So listen, she put these all in garbage.
And I glued her arm. I mean, they were all broken, folks, and I put them
I'm
all
sure
back
there's
together.
like a surgeon that does it, but so yes,
Yeah.
do you see how like if you're sitting there and you have all these dolls just like looking at you? Okay, and then here's the angel. She's big, and look at so her wings come off. Do you see
Yeah.
right here? So I'll tell you
I
the
wonder if
story
they
about
can
her.
see that.
Do you
Yeah.
see her wings where they're? I'll tell you the story in a second. This one's huge. This one's on a platform.
Yeah, and her neck, but her head was broken off.
Her head came off.
Yes, and they were. I was so
And they're heavy.
upset.
That
Yeah.
one's heavy. So anyway, so she's like, I threw them away. I'm like, Mom, Jessie wanted them. And you're like, well, I didn't think she did. So I called Jessie and I said, you
didn't
wanted
think she
the
did.
creepy dolls, right? She goes, yes. And I said, Grandma threw them away. And she goes, oh no, she said.
Well, they were all broken, you know. But we went down. I said, if we'd known we were going to do this, you should have taken the camera with you.
Well, I was too busy knee deep in garbage trying to get them out of the.
We were digging in the
I literally
trash.
had to
It didn't
get in the
smell good.
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it didn't smell good because people had already thrown stuff on top of them.
I know.
And
Poor
and they were
people.
like way on the bottom, so I had to like go grab a chair because it was too tall to go reach in and get.
It was quite a picture. It was quite a picture, and they did smell bad for a little bit.
She's missing a finger.
Oh no! Well, I don't
It's-
know where it is. See,
Well-
I keep noticing more things broken.
Probably in the
on them.
garbage.
He didn't do that good at all, and I paid him to do that.
So anyway, so she's like, well, if we hurry, I just did it this morning. And so we quick ran down there and you know, you must have hoisted him over though.
I did. Yeah, and it was full, and I think the next day they probably would have emptied it.
Here's the thing. Would you throw something like this? Would you put that in a plastic bag and then just chuck it in the garbage? I mean, the way she's looking at you, and I told you, you better sleep with one eye open last night because they're coming back to you in your
That's
nightmares.
why I put them in plastic bags so I couldn't see them crying. No.
Well, I said, here's the thing. Because there is no rhyme or reason. First of all, like, why even stop by? Because I wasn't going, because I knew I was coming today already. And that you said it to me because I don't know why you would tell me that. And so I said,
know.
I'm sure they were down there in the garbage. And they were upside down, too.
They were probably praying.
Oh, they were probably like,
Please.
like that stupid bit. Send somebody, Tracy, come save us. And so they used all their juju to send it.
No doubt.
Just like with Muff. Muff probably is up there saying, again? And he's probably telling them, yeah, she got rid of me just like she got rid of you.
Oh dear, but my intentions were good because I thought nobody wants them and I can't take them, you know, where I'm going.
But I said, I wouldn't even throw them away because why do you think I coined them the creepy dolls?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
and so then this one's wings come off so you can like clip them on. And so she goes, oh wait, I put the wings in my garbage. So she goes to get them. She had like folded the wings in
Yeah, well, so they'd fit. Yes,
in the garbage.
in the garbage.
I think I'm gonna wear these.
Oh, Tracy, you look so
Yeah,
natural. You look so natural. with
Yeah.
that.
No,
But anyway, the thing is, I watched Jessie when she was, you know, little, and every time she came over, she played school with the creepy dolls.
and now look at, she's a teacher.
And now she's a teacher, and she would, and I made little desks for them, and I made
Little
little
books.
notebooks and pencils, and I was the principal. And I would sit in
Did
the
the
other
creepy dolls
room.
have to
I
go to
would-
the principal?
No, I came over to them.
Oh,
And-
because they can't walk, they don't have feet.
But it's so cute. She was little. She was playing school, and of course, she was being the, you know, very stern teacher. and she'd call and she'd say, "Principal, I want you to come and straighten these children out. They're acting very naughty." So
And
then
this-
I would walk over.
And this is the look that she got.
And here she ends up being a teacher.
Yeah.
So they have lots of memories for Jessie. I know.
I'm surprised it's not her middle finger that's missing. It's probably in bed
Oh,
with you.
wouldn't that be something? Oh my gosh.
But I go, wow,
Oh,
they're
wow.
conspired. So they all conspired together while they were in the garbage.
They were, yes,
To-
I think they were. It's
to
like, it reminds me of a Disney
Call
movie.
on the universe to get them saved. Because they're under a bunch of garbage that
Yeah.
smells.
Oh, it did smell bad.
It did smell bad. And
And
I'm
we had to dig in it, or
literally
you
in the
had to dig
garbage.
in it,
Yeah, to pull over the chair. And I'm like,
Oh my
the
gosh.
things that you get me into.
All's well that ends well.
Well, I said,
Right?
now hopefully I got some good karma and they're going to send
Yeah.
me some good juju my way.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand,
I know. But you know, the big guy, he knows I'm old.
you use that for everything.
What?
I'm old. Every
It's a
time
good excuse, guys.
every
Yeah,
time
it is.
something happens,
I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm old.
it's a good excuse.
So yeah, that was the creepy doll story and having to dig in the garbage yesterday, and the saving of the creepy dolls.
The saving of the creepy
But I
dolls.
said you better sleep with one eye open because I think that they're planning, they're conspiring
Oh well,
to put you in a garbage bag and throw you in the garbage.
I'd make noise though. I'd make noise. Let me out.
hmm
Oh,
Didn't you hear them? That's what they were doing down
I
there.
know. It is an interesting story though. We even went and got
Then when
them.
we did it, you're like, it's a miracle.
It is.
It's a miracle.
It is. It's one of those.
Well, the way it transpired, yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
I and if you hadn't come over that night, they would have been gone the next day.
oh yeah. Well, they would have been under way more garbage than already was on top of
Lord.
it.
I don't know what they do with the garbage. They bury it. I don't know what they do with it.
Yeah, they bring it to the garbage dump
yeah,
and then
yeah,
just dump
yeah.
it there.
Oh, that would have been a terrible fate.
Can you imagine
wouldn't
them
it?
laying in those plastic
No.
bags in the dump?
Oh, I'm so sad.
Try a little harder.
I am sad, really. I mean, I'm glad that I don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, folks.
Yeah. I say Muff and we save the creepy dolls.
Mea culpa. Mea culpa. My fault,
Your
my
fault.
fault, my grievous
Yeah.
fault. And it
Oh,
was.
it
And
all-
it was.
it
And
all-
it was. Yeah, but the day ended well.
It had a happy ending, right?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yep.
Yes, it did.
So-
Oh, I hope that I didn't ever think there'd be another Muff story, but here it is.
And she's the one that we said it's just like the Muff story,
It's just like the Muff story. A little different, but the same idea.
but the same idea. Yep. You just wanting to
I didn't
discard
send
a
Muff to the
thing.
dump. I sent him someplace else that I
Her.
thought was a nice place. I
Oh.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She would have been
Okay.
okay. So what else is new? So you're moving on the 19th. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I have so many mixed feelings. I
Do
mean,
ya?
I want to move there, but the idea of moving
Yeah.
is just,
But yeah, it was a really nice place after going to all
it's
those
very nice.
from the
Very
other
nice.
ones that we saw that were basically just like
Well, that
rooms.
one was just a room.
They both were, yeah.
Yeah.
No kitchenette or anything, and the one that was the first one we saw, or the second one,
Yeah.
and it's so nice because it's brand new.
But you know what? Pam called me yesterday.
Oh, she told me that a guy died.
Oh, is that how it happened?
She left a message and
Anyway,
I totally
there's
forgot.
that apartment, I think, across from her is now, but I said we've already
We already
said
signed
yes to
yeah.
this other one.
We are not changing now.
No, oh, no. No, it's too hard.
It's too hard.
It's too hard. But anyway, this is our life. This is your life.
This is our life. Oh well, this is our life. You know.
As everybody can say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My life.
Well, like I said, this is life. It's like this. Like, life is not linear. That is for sure. Some of us have more.
Isn't life always like that, though?
That's what I said. It's not linear. It just doesn't go like this.
Yeah.
For some reason, my life seems to.
Well, it's changing. It's going in a different direction now.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is wait 5 seconds.
Right. Well, we keep saying, you know how to make God laugh. Tell him your plans.
Oh, yeah. And that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is a good one. And that's true, too. Yeah.
But so how do you feel? And you know, the thing is, it's like, you know, going through all of this, I can't even imagine. So where it is now, like, they make it so hard to, like, just get any help with anything. I can't imagine when I'm ready, but here's the thing. That's where the planning comes into.
Yes. Well,
like,
you'll know.
Well, you know, doing this stuff way beforehand, like in probate, having your stuff in a trust. You don't even need a will.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
you know, I talked to Ron, you know, the probate attorney before, because they go back 5 years. So it's not like, okay, when, like, all of a sudden, Jenny always says that too. You know, I'm going to talk to Jenny again, the senior living lady.
She's interesting.
Yeah, she's great.
It when she's a guest.
Yeah. And, you know, and that's what she said. Don't wait until it's too late. And they go back 5 years. So, you know, you're like, oh, hey, I want to hide this money, or maybe give it to somebody, or do this, you know. And it doesn't work like that. Like, if you haven't done, they go back 5 years. So
it's a shame you have to hide your money.
That's exactly, or they're going to suck it right out.
You earned it. It's not like you stole it or anything.
Well, I told you, I couldn't believe that one lady who was so nice at the assisted living home we just went to.
Everyone's been
that
nice,
she was telling me about how make sure they'll say they have waivers, like they accept them. And so you're like, great. And then they'll sign you on, take all your money. And then when you say, oh, hey, I'm getting a waiver now. And they're like, oh, we don't have any left. Because they can only take so many.
Yeah.
But knowing that they're going to take all your money and then leave you, like, stranded.
It's really unkind to do that. I mean, more than unkind, actually.
Did you know somebody commented?
I mean, I know.
I want to tell you, somebody commented on my video yesterday, and he goes, hey, what's up, fatty?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, you're certainly not fat.
I say, who you calling fatty? I mean, anyway, so I just thought that was funny.
Oh, don't worry about it.
No, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so it's crazy how, when you were just saying how people are mean. That's why I brought that up, because I actually just laughed. But
well, no woman likes to be said you're fat.
I don't even care. I'm not trying to look good for you. Do you know what I mean? So don't care what you think about me. But that people, because they're businesses and they'll do anything, even for people who are so vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? And take all their money and then leave them stranded.
I know, it's too
And
bad.
what if, like, you have me, or have, you know, some people have family to help take care of that? And that's what I think, I don't know if I told this story, but that's what that Jill was saying too, who told me about the waiver. That, remember, she was telling us about the guy whose family was now getting him into there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a brand new place. Like, there's different ones of them, but it was the brand new facility. And remember, she told us that he had macular, like you, so he couldn't see.
Yeah.
And you get a guardian thing, you know, like if something happens where you push it, the emergency button, you know, like you have. And they said that he pressed it like 10 times. And I guess they charge you for like each time.
I didn't
Sorry,
know
I can't remember if I
that.
told the story. But, and so she said, and they didn't have proof. Like, they couldn't show them proof. And then they said because he did that, they wanted to put him in memory care. And they're like, no, he didn't belong in memory care. He just couldn't see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't even have proof that he did that. But here's the thing. Once you go to memory care, then the amount of money goes up.
Oh.
And they're like, no, we're sending him somewhere else.
Yeah.
So they'll do whatever it takes to
Yeah.
rob
Well,
you.
it's a rough world out there.
It's a rough world out there, let me tell you.
And everybody's got to have somebody.
Everybody's got to have somebody. Yeah. Well, you had the creepy dolls that they thought they had
they
you.
can't really do anything.
They thought they had you, and look at what you did to them.
Oh, well, let's not talk about that.
You brought it up. You're the one that wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
You're old.
I'm bringing this up.
You're
too.
old.
Let's not talk about it.
Hey, we're using the mugs. We haven't used the mugs in a while.
No.
You got to hold it the other way, remember?
Yes.
We got to be left-handed.
Left-handed. There we go.
Good morning, and yours says you are magic.
Yes, and both of them are true, right? Am I magic?
Sometimes. I don't know. We'll ask the creepy dolls what they think about you.
Oh, they love me. They know I'm old. I mean, I've had them since I was young. Well, not young, but 80 or
young,
75.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was just a young thing.
Well,
then.
just like Muff, and then you just like, yeah.
I wouldn't even drive
She
behind
looks
the
she looks so sweet, doesn't she? And then she'll just like,
yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
no more, you're broken, you're out of here.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Is that a song?
Nobody knows the trouble
I've been through.
Let's have a duet.
There we go. So, yeah. So, yeah, I just want people to know, too, that you're good with the move. And, I mean...
What about the waiver? Is that that's a question yet, isn't it?
No, I called her to make sure. I said, hey, I just want to make sure when we do get down to $3,000 that you have a waiver that she's going to be able to, like,
yeah,
be on there.
Need it.
And she even said to me, she goes, oh, good question. She goes, no, yes, for sure.
She said yes?
Yes. And if they don't, when we get there...
Did she have her fingers crossed?
I could see her. She was on the phone. But if they don't, somebody's getting their ass kicked.
Me?
No, won't be you.
I know.
I was
kidding.
You're old. I wouldn't do that to you. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, and here's the thing. It's just...
it's a rat race is what it is. Yeah.
Well, and this elusive waiver, like I said, I just found out about what a waiver was like 3 months ago. I don't know why nobody ever talks about this, you know?
Yeah.
And then that only happens, so you have a, what do you call it? A social worker now, Mary, who's very kind. And then you'll be off this program, which we just got on the 19th when she's done here. And then...
then what do I do if I don't have a...
Then they start taking you private pay, and I think it's going to be about $5,400 a month. And then...
We have to pay that for how long?
Till you get down to $3,000.
Oh.
Which won't take long. But...
No, won't take long.
Then, but right away, because I got to start working on the waiver right away, because it can take up to 3 months to get the waiver, 3 to 4 months, depending.
So you have to pay with your own money for that, for 3 months. Yeah.
Well, till you get down to $3,000.
Oh, I see.
But you have to start the waiver beforehand because it takes 3 or 4 months for it to go through.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, I guess I'm putting you in the van and.
Well, I'll go there.
It's gonna be 3 below zero.
You can send it to the pond.
I'll float you. We talk about that like they used to do in the olden days. They'd lay them on a palm or something like that, or, you know, make a little boat, and then they'd just like push you out.
When I was a kid, I mean, young, I heard this story that in Alaska, and when I was young, it was a long time ago, maybe, the story
Because you're old.
was that when you got old, they put you on a piece of ice, you know, big enough for you to float on.
I hope
and
so.
everybody would wave to you. as you floated out into the ocean.
Do they go bye-bye?
Grandma's going. Grandma's leaving.
Did Grandma way back?
I mean, I don't know why I'm laughing.
Well, it's going to
But-
be winter soon. I could find a chunk of ice to float you out on.
But I guess that's what they did back in those days.
Do you believe that?
I don't know. You know, it could be true.
It could be. Yeah, you
It
never
could be
know,
true.
right?
Yeah,
I got
I don't know.
a piece of something in my eye.
But anyway, it really brought the family together. Bye, Grandma.
Except for Grandma. Bye-bye, Grandma. Is that what you do with people you don't want in your family anymore?
Just put them on.
Do I have a couple chunks of ice maybe I could reserve?
I think that would be against the law. I'm thinking.
Darn.
That's,
Well, look at what you've done to Muff and the creepy dolls. You would have no problem doing that, right?
Oh, but yes, I don't know.
Yes.
I have my moments.
I must have gotten my niceness from Dad, huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe I, just like with Muff, I thought I was doing the right thing because I couldn't give them to the Goodwill. They were all broken.
The Goodwill. You were talking about Muff, and then you said I couldn't give him to the Goodwill.
Now I'm talking about. Pay attention. Pay attention to my crazy. To my crazy.
To my
talk.
crazy. Pay attention to my craziness.
I'm old. You know.
This is what I
Just
got to deal
listen.
with. Do you wonder why I'm under stress?
All you have to do is listen to what I'm saying, and then you'll know where I am.
I said,
you know.
and do you remember I was just telling you, I snapped at you a little bit. Because remember Sam when he was little? And you go, why? You know, and you'd be, because of this. And then you just keep saying why. And you keep asking me all these questions.
Oh
And I
yeah.
have no answers. And I said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
so.
I know that reminds me of a story of Papa and your dad and Tracy's Kim's youngest one, Sam.
Yeah.
He watched Sam a lot,
Yeah.
and he'd always say, "Grandpa, what if?" or "Papa,
Yeah.
what if this?" or "What if that?"
Mm-hmm.
And Papa would say, "Sam, there is no what if."
Mm-hmm.
And that would be his answer.
That would
to
be
him
it,
all the
yeah.
time. But he was always wondering, what if this and what if that?
Yeah.
So,
I remember Jason and I were riding together. That's the one who was my boyfriend that I just went to see Shelly, and when I was like 26, and we were driving, and his dad used to work at Fred's Tires, and Sam was only like
Oh, yeah.
3 or 4, and he saw it, and he goes, Fred's Tires! He was so excited to see Fred's Tires.
well, that's what he wanted to do when he grew up. He wanted to work at Sam's Tires and be in a band.
Sam's Tires? Fred's Tires?
Isn't it Sam's Tires?
Fred's Tires. But he
Fred-
could own his
Fred's
own tire
Tires.
place.
Okay, Fred's Tires.
You crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm old. It's a good excuse.
Okay.
Yeah, well, anyway, yeah. Actually, when you look back, there was a lot of stuff to laugh about that happened in the past.
Yeah, you don't really laugh at the time. Well, I've learned to laugh.
Well, no, you don't laugh
I-
at the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you gotta laugh your way through it,
Well, that kind of reminds me of when we were on our cruise, and of course it crashed and everything. We all know about that. But there was this comedian. He was there to entertain us,
Yeah.
and he was it went through it all. And then a few years later, I don't know if you were with us, but I went with some of the family to
see him.
get to the casino, and
Yeah,
he
'cause
was the
they're-
entertainer
yeah.
there. And guess he was joking
About the cruise?
about the
Yeah,
crash
well,
and
yeah.
everything, and how funny
Good
everything
material.
was.
Yeah, right.
And
Exactly.
so anything bad sometimes years later is funny, when you look
well, like
back.
when the monkeys took my cap,
Of course.
And then Dustin, who I was all flustered about, and then I'm like, I don't know what possessed me to jump out of that van, and he's talking to somebody a thing and say, hey, I lost my cap, and I go, do you think the monkeys took it? And he's like, we don't have any monkeys. You know, you're just so embarrassed. You're just like, oh my God. Anyway, so
That's how history gets started, you know.
Yeah.
People make mistakes like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, but yeah, you can always joke about it
Later on.
later, you know.
Although now I don't feel like, but in the moment, and even for like weeks later,
Yeah.
you know, if you would think about it in your head, I would feel those feelings of embarrassment.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
like it was just happening.
Yeah.
And now you're far enough, you know, if you get far
Yeah.
enough out from it, you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, whatever,
Yeah.
funny. He probably thinks I'm a weirdo, but I'll never see him again, so no
Yeah.
big deal. It seems to be like, yeah, with
I-
the people you want to impress the most,
Yeah.
make a
what
bigger
the always
fool of
way,
yourself.
Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
that was impressive, I'm sure, yeah.
Do you remember? What I remember, we went to see the movie. I don't know who I was with. Maybe it was Dad. It was that
Yeah.
long ago. I can't think of even their name.
Well, this is going to be a good story.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's where they're on the
Titanic?
ship and it's
Titanic, yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah,
And of course he dies at the end.
yeah. I
'cause
think
he-
Guy brought you, yeah.
Yeah, where they're standing.
Yeah, up the,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, like this.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
What's-
moving. That was moving. I like that.
What was that story for?
I don't know. It just reminded me of it. I don't know what it reminded me. What were you talking? I'm old.
Who am I?
told you that.
Where are we? Oh my
Something you said reminded me of the Titanic.
God. Okay. Okay.
I'll let you know later when I remember.
Okay. This is
Oh,
this is our
dear.
life. This
Oh,
is my
dear.
life, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it makes you smile, right? Doesn't make you cry.
When I'm on camera, it does.
It doesn't make you cry.
Not cry. No.
Oh.
All right. Well, we've talked. God, 37 minutes. Doesn't it go by fast?
Oh,
But you know
my
what?
gosh.
You did not ask me this time. What are we going to talk about? Because that's usually. But
Well-
you brought up the creepy dolls right away, so that's not on me. So if you think like I'm making fun of her or something, yesterday what had happened, she goes, "Oh, this is something we can tell your people."
Well, no, I know you're not making fun of me. I'm funny to begin with.
I love your humbleness.
All old people.
I'm funny to begin with.
All old people are funny. Did you ever notice that?
Really?
Yeah, I
No.
think so.
Didn't notice that.
They remember things you don't know, and because it was so long ago and it didn't happen when you were there. Does that make any sense,
No.
guys?
Keep up with my crazy. That's going to be the new tagline. Keep up with my crazy.
What's in this coffee is what I'm saying.
Right.
What's in this coffee?
That's totally my tagline now for my channel. Keep up with my crazy.
Keep up with my crazy.
Keep up with my crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well-
you ready to sign off?
I am ready
Okay. Go out,
and have an adventure
make an adventure,
and make an adventure.
no matter how big
big
or
or
how small. You don't have to sell everything and move into a van. Why?
Because she did.
I did that. Yep.
She really did.
She really did. And go call someone you love, and as Joy says,
Say I love you.
tell them you love them. Yep.
Yeah.
And don't you dare
Forget
forget
your magic.
your magic. And keep up with our crazy, huh?
Yeah, are crazy.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
We'll see you in the next one.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Go float off on your ice now.